the Ukrainian army retaking some Russian-controlled villages, as President Biden returns to the White House. Plus, on his way to winning Best Actor,
oh, wow! Wow!
Will Smith makes an additional and unexpected trip to the Oscar stage. These stories and more are coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Janana Restrepo.
And I'm Zitlali Salate. Today is Monday, March 28th, 2022.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Return trip. President Biden is waking up at the White House this morning after returning home from his trip to Poland. Ending his visit in Europe with what the White House calls a major address.
And in the speech, he pledged to protect the U.S.'s NATO allies. Just outside of Lviv, Russia continues its assault. Missile strikes burned a fuel storage area that left 5 injured and severely damaged infrastructure.
This is a really strong city with strong citizens.
In Kyiv, volunteers with the Ukrainian guards working to protect their homes. Meanwhile, the U.S. releasing a statement sharing they will provide asylum to 100,000 refugees. And over the weekend, U.S. President Joe Biden flew to Europe to discuss international efforts.
You're all brave.
While in Europe this week, President Joe Biden arranged a bid to reinforce Western cooperation and for the U.S. to protect their security.
We will have a different future, a brighter future, rooted in democracy and principles, hope and light, of decency and dignity, of freedom and possibilities.
In Poland, President Biden met with his Polish counterpart and reasserted the U.S. commitment to the NATO's Article 5, which pledges to defend if a member country is attacked.
America's ability to meet its role in other parts of the world rests upon a united Europe and a secure Europe.
President Joe Biden discussed the humanitarian crisis and spoke to Ukrainian refugees. He wrapped up his visit by delivering a speech from the Warsaw Castle.
Their brave resistance is part of a larger fight for an essential democratic principles. We stand with you.
Repairs are the order of the morning for one Florida family after a car slams into their house. The car plunged into a home and injuring 3 people in Jacksonville over the weekend. A home security camera caught the video of the accident. Both people in the car were hurt, so was the homeowner, who was outside the house. Neighbors tell the police they saw the car swerving all over the street before the crash.
3 suspects are behind bars this morning after a shooting in the Florida Panhandle. It was yesterday in Panama City Beach. The shooter hit a 21-year-old from Alabama. No word on what the other 2 suspects are accused of. More than 80 nearby officers showed up after the shooting. The victim's injuries are not life-threatening.
Panic strikes as a 1-year-old boy in Central Florida has gone missing. The search started yesterday near Gainesville, where the boy was last seen playing in his backyard. Police officers, search dogs, and members of the community are still searching today.
With her confirmations hearing last week and her confirmation vote next week, it's a waiting game for a Supreme Court nominee from South Florida. The network's Fabio Lopez from our D.C. Bureau is in Washington this morning.
The confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson ended on Thursday, concluding what has been, at times, a contentious hearing process. Throughout her hearings, Republican senators allotted much of their time to discuss Jackson's judicial record in child pornography cases.
You're a mother. You seem to be a very nice person. Are you aware of how many images are out there on the internet involving children and sexually compromising situations?
As a mother and a judge who has had to deal with these cases, I was thinking that nothing could be further from the truth. These are some of the most difficult cases that a judge has to deal with.
Despite her responses, some senators grew more hostile.
No, Senator, I didn't say versus.
That's exactly what you said. To put their ass in jail, not supervise their computer usage.
Judge, you gave him 3 months. My question is, do you regret it or not?
Answer a question. You can bang it as loud as you want.
Senator Cory Booker delivered an impassioned speech as Democrats gave Jackson opportunities to push back against Republican questioning.
The greatest country in the world, the United States of America, will be better because of you.
The hearings were bookended with Republicans covering broader cultural topics such as critical race theory, gender identity, and immigration. The Senate Judiciary Committee will resume on Monday, and if the majority of the committee votes in favor of her nomination, it will move on to the full Senate with the committee's recommendation. I'm Fabio Lopez for the South Florida Media Network.
The Panthers lost 5-2 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs' John Tavares scored 2 goals and Mitch Marner added 3 assists. The Cats remain atop the Atlantic Division though. They have won 7 of their last 10 games and are 6 points ahead of cross-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Lightning.
A joke about the Florida legislature made by the host at the Oscars.
That's all ahead, and so is the story.
I'm out here. Richard.
Will Smith making a speech about fiercely defending his family on the same night he turns to violence after a joke about his wife. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
If a natural disaster shows up at your doorstep, you can't just turn it away. That's why it's important to prepare for emergencies before they show up. Go to ready.gov/plan to find the tools and tips you need. And make a plan today.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
We're going to have a great night tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're going to have a gay night. Gay.
Focus on Florida during an Oscar night where support for the LGBTQ+ was on full display. The Best Actress winner displayed her support, and the Best Supporting Actress referred to herself as an openly queer.
But as CNN's David Daniel reports, it was a bad joke and a bad reaction that captured all the attention.
I'm out here. Richard. Wow.
It was the slap seen round the world after Oscars presenter Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada. Smith returned to the stage to claim the Best Actor Oscar for King Richard, with a speech that seemed to encompass both his on- and off-screen roles.
Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people.
Jessica Chastain won Best Actress for The Eyes of Tammy Faye and summoned her character's trademark love and compassion for LGBTQ people.
For any of you out there who do, in fact, feel hopeless or alone, I just want you to know that you are unconditionally loved for the uniqueness that is you.
Al Pacino, Francis Ford Coppola, and Robert De Niro drew a standing ovation, capping a tribute to the 50th anniversary of The Godfather, while show hosts Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall took the usual shots at politicians, the nominees, and the industry.
This year, the Academy hired 3 women to host because it's cheaper than hiring one man.
Several winners made Oscar history, including Troy Kotsur, named Best Supporting Actor for his role in Coda.
This is dedicated to the deaf community, the Coda community, and the disabled community. This is our moment.
And Best Supporting Actress winner Ariana DeBose from West Side Story.
A queer, openly queer woman of color and Afro-Latina who found her strength in life through art. There is indeed a place for us.
Billie Eilish is the first Oscar winner born in the 21st century, winning Best Original Song, and Jane Campion became the 3rd woman and the 2nd in 2 years to win Best Director.
I love directing because it's a deep dive into story, yet the task of manifesting a world can be overwhelming.
That was The Power of the Dog's only Oscar win out of 12 nominations, while Coda went 3 for 3. In addition to Kotsur's win, Sean Hayter won Best Adapted Screenplay, and the small film about a child of deaf adults won the night's biggest prize, Best Picture.
You guys have made such a wonderful and loving family on screen, but also off screen, and everybody want to be a part of it.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solache.
I'm Juliana Restrepo. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.